Guys, meet the richest overseas nurse in the UK. The richest overseas nurse in the UK. No debate. No debate. Nothing.
Man, I still
Is
go,
the richest
go, 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 yo,
Please,
go.
before we start, she's called Nesdio anyway. Before we start, Nesdio, I'm going to mention the countries that I've been in, and then you
Okay.
mention the countries that you've been in.
Okay.
Okay. I've been to Ghana. That's where I was born. I'm a Ghanaian. And I've been to UK. End of it. Only two.
You've not even been to two, you've only been to one. Because you cannot count Ghana as part of the countries you've been.
I've only been to UK. No, even in Ghana, I've been to about only 3 or 4 different cities. So now let's go to your turn. Help me count. I know you're Nigerian.
Yeah.
I know you're Nigerian, right?
So count Nigeria out.
Nigeria is not part. And I know you schooled your nursing school in the Philippines.
Yes, I did.
So you've been to the Philippines.
Philippines, yeah.
When I check your Instagram, I'm seeing Zanzibar. I'm seeing Maldives. I'm seeing Turkey. I'm seeing where again?
Okay. It's up to 12, I think, but I can't remember again.
Remember, up to 12.
From where I've been from the beginning. If I remember the sequence, I remember.
Please
so
start.
Philippines, the UK, Malaysia, Spain, Iceland, Turkey, Maldives. What else? Why am I forgetting this thing?
Zanzibar.
Tanzania, yeah, Kenya, and Italy.
So you left 2 out.
Yeah, I can't remember again. It's
you
too
see,
much.
In your short life of 20 plus years, you've been to 12 different countries. I mean, how? How? Wow. When I go on your Instagram, I'm like,
Okay.
Hey. It's really nice. Your pictures are lovely, guys. Nesgio is an overseas nurse in the UK as well. I'll leave a screenshot of her channel. You can head over. She talks about nursing. She talks about travel and her Instagram. Oh my god! When you go, you can sleep there. Just get a mat because you'll be sleeping there. And her pictures are so beautiful. See,
thank you.
How do you afford this? Because I know you don't work in a care home, and you work in an NHS trust. And do you just use your time to do overtime for your vacations? How do you fund it? Stop that.
So let me give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Lemonade Finance. If you're a frequent viewer of this channel, you've probably heard me mention them 1,000 times. Lemonade Finance. So Lemonade Finance is a money transfer app that allows you to send money from UK and Canada to 10 different African countries. You can send money from the UK or Canada to Ghana, to Nigeria, to Uganda, Senegal, Ivory Coast, Rwanda, Benin, Tanzania, all these 10 different African countries for free. Yes, they do not charge any transfer fees at all. Yes, they are fast, they are reliable, and they are very, very convenient. You can send money from your bank account to the person's mobile money account or bank accounts directly in seconds, literally. Ever since I discovered them, that's what my family, myself, and all my friends have been using. The good thing is, if you use Lemonade Finance to transfer money to friends and family back in any of these 10 African countries, and you use the referral code Nanelle, and then you send £100 and above, you get 10% of the money back into your account. Okay, if you send £200, you get £20 back. If you send £300, you get £30 back. That is after sending the money without any transfer charges. Can you imagine? Yes. If you're not in the UK or Canada and you're wondering how this could be of value to you, don't worry. I have inside just that they'll be launching in other parts of Europe and in the United States very, very soon. Trust that when they do, I'll be the first to let you know. Okay, download the Lemonade Finance app, whether you use an Android phone, whether you're an iOS user. Use the link in the description to download the Lemonade Finance app and send money to friends and family from the UK and Canada to all these 10 African countries that I mentioned, and you're going to love it. Trust me. Thank you, Lemonade Finance, for sponsoring today's video.
And congratulations, you just got engaged.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
So how I'm able to afford my travels? First of all, I've been in the UK for 3 years now, roughly 3 years, and I have worked initially in a care home before moving over to the NHS. And during my stay in the care home, I had normally we do 44 hours, so I get paid a lot more. And then when I started working for NHS, I started doing agency shifts. So I don't really pick up extra shifts or like bank shifts in my trust because it wouldn't like give me a lot of money. But agency shifts are basically what I do. And I don't really travel solo all the times. Most of the time I travel with my partner, but other times I'm mostly solo. Like out of the 12 countries I've been to, I've been 8 solo. So most of the times I do travel solo as well. I'm able to pick up agency shifts that gives me good money for me to travel. And I think it's because traveling is my priority at the moment because well, I'm young, I don't have kids, and it's just the best time for me to explore.
I think it's good. You know,
Y-
the more you travel and you get all these stamps on your passport, actually, when you're applying for a visa to another country, it gives them this. It gives you a good immigration history. Let me say, and
Exactly.
you are less likely to be bounced. If myself and you we are going to apply for a visa to another country, like they are going to process yours faster and get because you go, you come back, you go, you come back, you have a good immigration history, and that's what I always say. I have been killing myself that I know try and travel. You are in Europe, try and travel. I mean,
Exactly. Just try.
yes, I don't know what's wrong with me. I go to London and I feel like I'm in France or I'm in America.
Oh God. No.
I don't know. It's really bad. So what you're doing is really, really good. Like, yeah, fortunate to be in the UK at this time. Use that opportunity to travel because now you have residence permits in the UK. It'll be easier to get other visas to other countries. And then I feel like people should take advantage of that. I'm trying myself. And I told my husband that we have to try at least. Because like you're saying, you don't have kids. Now I kept waiting and I'll have a baby. Now even I'm traveling, it has to be 3. I'll be carrying pram and things along. You understand? It's honestly the best. I watched one of your videos and then you had how much was it? Was it that?
Ah!
I think that was the gross. And then the net was I've forgotten the exact figure, but it was really huge. What was it?
I
Your
think is it a video about the highest I've received as a
yes.
nurse?
Yes. And
Okay,
then
so that was actually on a bank holiday. So my take home for that day was 931, about £900
so
after tax and everything.
for that one shift, you got more like your tickets for your next trip.
More tickets are not that expensive, Nanelle. More
Your
like okay, my whole
tickets
trip.
and for your whole trip. Wow, it's worth it.
Yeah, for one
So, and
day.
I also feel like that would make you want to work harder because you'd want to enjoy. So you keep working harder, you keep making the money. Are you able to save next
Yes,
year?
of course. Ah, I'm able to save, honestly. The truth
Yeah.
is, people think traveling is always expensive, and it's not, especially if you know tips and hacks of traveling. You will not spend so much traveling. You can always travel on a budget. You can always travel within your savings and how much you budget. For me, I have an account, like I have a Monzo bank. I don't know if you use Monzo, but I have Monzo bank, and there's a way you can make pots for anything you want to like budget. And anytime I like go for duty, I like put money in different pots, and I have a separate account for traveling, and I only use that money for traveling. So I don't just spend all my money for traveling. No, that's not smart.
Wow. So of all the places you've been, which one would you say was your favorite?
Iceland.
Iceland. And
Yeah.
if now, let's say I'm traveling solo to any European country, how much do you think I should have for a solo person if I'm traveling from the UK? How much do you think averagely will be enough for me?
Well, I think to be honest, I can't really say exactly because it all depends on a lot of factors. It depends on your taste of traveling. It depends on how fast you're able to book all these things. But on an average, from 800 to 1,000, you can travel to any country comfortably. But if you are traveling within Europe, and it also depends on how many days you're going to be spending. If you're traveling within Europe, like if I want to go to Spain, for example, I can budget 500 and I'll be fine. So it all depends on a lot of factors: how soon you're able to book it, what website you use in booking it, how smart you are, and also how much you can get for discounts when you book. Because you know that since we are NHS, we always have discounts when we are booking lots of things. I don't know if you're aware. So NHS people, we have like websites we can book cheap flights and cheap hotels and tour guides and all that. So it all depends on a lot of, and it depends on what time of the year you are traveling. During summer, it's very, very expensive. So you know that everybody's outside. There's loads of things to do, and everybody's happy to be outside. Unlike when it's winter, people are not outside. So then it's quite cheap. You can travel very. affordable during that time. But for summer, what I always do is I book ahead. So for now, I might even have flight and everything booked for next year. So by now, it's very cheap. You know what I mean? But why you
A year in advance, let's
so
do.
yeah, you need to, if you really want to like if you love traveling, you need to budget ahead. You don't just wake up today and want to travel today. Everything is going to be over the roof. It's going to be expensive. That's if you even see. Sometimes you don't even have like, there's no slots for the places you want to be. There's no hotel. Everything is booked. But if you book ahead, you get it cheaper, and you can always get slots for those places you are going to.
Guys, she has so many videos where she shares tips and hacks on how to travel on a budget. So, like she's saying,
Yeah.
you don't have to waste all your money. And wow, I'm learning a lot. So, one place that I would love to visit, like, is on my bucket list is the Maldives. But whenever I check the prices, I get turned off. Okay, so it looks. When I saw Nesdio there, I'm like, this girl is rich.
This
And
girl. Yes, Maldives is one of the most expensive places to go to. I will not lie. But honestly speaking, I actually went with my partner, so I can't disclose that because I went with my partner. But if you're going to Maldives, from my like inquiries and all, you are going to spend more than like 3,000 to 5,000, and it
for
depends
one
on how many
person,
days you stay. Yeah, for two people or one person. It depends on where you stay, because it's cheaper when you go as a couple, or if you go with friends. But when you are alone, you still pay almost the same thing, but you don't share the bills. But when you are with someone, it's more affordable.
so where are you going next?
Me, maybe Portugal.
Hey, which of these places is the easiest to visit, like in terms of visa processing and all that? For starters, for people who want to start traveling and then they don't want to, all those visa processing shenanigans, like, which place would you advise they start from? Which place is easy with visa processing?
With visa processing, it depends on the passport you are holding. So for most of us, if you have an African passport, you can easily go to visa-free countries. Like the Maldives is visa-free. You don't have to like pay for any visa or anything. You just go to their border and they stamp your passport, and that's it. In Bali, you can actually get. You can. I've not been, but yeah, I know it's very cheap. You can actually get like a good 5-star hotel for like 50 pounds per day, or even 40 pounds per day. A very good one, because their currency is like dead. So when you change the when you change the currency, you can actually get a good luxury place to stay for like 40 or 50 pounds per night.
Okay. So I want to start traveling. Give me 5 tips. One, I should book ahead, and you're saying like a year ahead.
Not necessarily a year ahead, like at least 3 months ahead. At least 3 months ahead.
And then if I work for the NHS, I can book from certain websites like what?
Yeah, like you can use Secret Escape. You can book with TUI. You can book with EasyJet. Most of them, they give you discount when you put your NHS ID card. Another tip I'll give is to look for affordable countries to go to. Like Spain is very affordable. You can actually travel to Turkey. Turkey is one of the cheapest places to go to as well. You can also go to places like Malta. Like Europe countries are generally very affordable to travel to, but Africa is very expensive. If you want to start traveling, I think you should start with Europe countries, because their flights from London to any of these Europe countries are mostly like below £100, £50. You can get two-way tickets to these countries.
Or travel before the year ends. Nanelle. I mean,
You should.
Ghana and UK. Just Ghana and UK. My vacation is London. What kind of person? What kind of person?
At least once in a year, you should.
Ah,
It's very nice. Especially because nursing is very stressful, honestly. Nursing is very stressful. Especially in the NHS, it's very stressful. You need something to distract you. You need something to just make you feel happy all the time. And for me, travel is what makes me feel happy.
So if people want to travel and they need tips and some of these things, can they come to you? I'll put your Instagram here so that
Yeah.
to you, and then she has videos on it as well. Nazio, I just want to have a look at how your passport looks like. Hey,
I don't have. It has loads of stamp on it.
Yes, I can imagine.
By the time you go in, they stamp it, and when you're coming out, they stamp it again. So it has loads of stamp, and that's my goal. Stamp.
Yes, that's how I want my passport to be like.
Let me even tell you. Do you should know John Dumelo.
I know John Dumelo. Hey,
What the Maya?
I know what they. Yeah.
They're all my mentors. I watch them like back to back.
Yeah, but when the Maya travels like within Africa usually.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah. You should watch this guy, Passport Heavy.
I'll look for him.
His videos are watch him.
I know.
Passport Heavy. It's good. And then he
I'll,
gives like if you want a luxury vacation, there are places you can go to in all the countries, and then he gives like if you want like a budget friendly vacation as well.
yeah.
Okay, so if let's say I want to go to an European, any of the let's say I want to go to France, what's the process like?
Okay, so for Europe, if you are in the UK or even outside the UK, it's always better to have a valid Schengen visa. With a Schengen visa, it allows you entry to like 26 countries in Europe. So if you have a multiple entry visa, you can travel anytime within the visa validity period to any of the 26 countries. So you can go to Malta, France, Italy, you can go to Iceland and Finland without getting the country's visa. So it makes it very easy for you to travel. Like for me, I have 6 months multiple entry to any of these countries. That's why most of the time I don't really have so much struggles in traveling. The visa process is quite easy, especially if you have a UK visa. You just have to apply on their website and go for your interview. And when you get the visa, you can easily travel to these countries. I have a video on that on my channel as well, talking about how to apply for a multiple entry visa. So that will be very helpful as well.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. And I think another thing that turns me off is maybe the fact that because I'm in Northern Ireland, I would have to travel to, let's say, London to apply for the Schengen visa. So I think maybe that's what makes it a bit.
I don't know if they have. I don't know if they have a.
I don't think they have.
Center there.
Don't have it. I think they have in Scotland,
Wales, Scotland, and Wales. They have, but I'm not sure of Northern Ireland.
Yeah, I think they don't have it here. So that.
But you can travel to Mexico. You can actually travel to Mexico without a visa.
I don't like
because
Mexico.
you have. Oh, why? Tulum is really nice.
I don't like Mexico. The place I want to go, Maldives. Something as simple as Dubai, where all the slave queens that are not even working are going. Me that I'm working my ass off in the UK. I'm not even able to do
You should. Life is too short. You should travel.
Have you been to Dubai?
I have.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mention. Yes, I have. Dubai.
Yeah. So the place I want to go to Maldives. I want to go to France. I want to go to Dubai. Those are the three main places for now. And Greece. Yeah, I want to go to.
Yes, Greece. Greece is really nice. I want to go as well.
To go to Santorini. Yeah. So those are the main places. Next deal, I'll come back to you if I need any tips whenever I'm ready to travel. And I'm always on your channel checking all these videos and your Instagram.
So
for this,
thank you so much for having me.
Guys, subscribe to her channel.
Please.
Her channel, watch all her videos. I recently watched your video on the highest paid specialty. Oh my god.
Oh my Nanelle, you need to come to NHS, honestly. You need to come to NHS. I know like the money in care home I want to say it's very tricky. Why? Because you're working 44 hours, right? In a week. So you're working 4 days in a week, right?
Me, I'm not. I'm working 33 now.
Oh, really? Oh, that's good. Okay, but averagely, most people work 44, right? Yeah. And I think the highest any care home would pay a nurse that is not clinical lead is £20 per hour.
Yeah.
Now, I know the NHS pays 13, 14, depending on your level of experience for a band 5 basics. And then you work 3 days in a week, right? So averagely, for me, I get 2,000 after tax and everything. And I tend to pick up agency shifts more now that I'm with the NHS. The truth is you get more when you do this. Like if you are with the NHS and you're picking up agency shifts, you get more money than when you are just a care home nurse. Because at the end of the day,
after you've done your 3 days in the NHS,
exactly, you can easily
still have to do two
shifts.
And that's you booked for 5 days in a week.
Yeah, and you have 2 days to rest. Or with care home, it's 4 days, and if you pick up one shift, it's quite stressful. But other people still do it, and at the end of the day, with care home, the career growth is not as much as with NHS. NHS, if you go up the band, when you pick up agency shifts, they pay you as your band level as well and your level of experience. And there are some specialties that pay very well. But with the care home, it's quite limited. I know there are still career progress in the NHS care home, but compared to at the long run, you get more money when you are with the NHS and doing agency shifts. So yeah, it's very tricky, but it's only when you've done the two that you understand that at the end of the day, the care home money is not as much as people think it is if you balance both. So yeah, you should consider coming to the NHS. Actually, let me tell you, but when you move first time, you to do it like this, but you'll be fine and you'll be better. Yeah, you should consider it.
Yeah. Wow. We'll think about it. We'll see.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. I've
Thank
enjoyed
you
the
so much for having
conversation.
me.
Not every day serious. Who's recruiting? Who's recruiting? Sometimes we have to have fun as well.
Sometimes rest. Sometimes rest.
Thank you, dear.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. Bye.